Straight to breaking news, the very latest on that Middle East crisis between Iran and Israel. Donald Trump has just posted on social media, there it is on your screen. We now have complete and total control of the skies over Iran. Iran had good sky trackers and other defensive equipment, and plenty of it, but it doesn't compare to American-made, conceived and manufactured stuff. Nobody does it better than good old USA, he concludes in that post. Let's speak to our diplomatic correspondent, James Landale. He's there at the G7 gathering, and also our North America correspondent, Nomia Iqbal. She's there live for us at the White House. So, Nomia, let me start with you and that post. And it is the first word of that post that is getting a lot of attention. He says, we now have complete and total control of the skies. It underlines how intertwined the US and Israel are on this.
It does, but it doesn't give any more clarity on what President Trump plans to do next. What he's doing there is flexing US might, but does this now mean that the US is going to get all out involved with Israel and strike, or is it a scare tactic to try and get Iran around the negotiating table? Now, we don't even know if that is still something that they are planning for. We know that there were meant to be the sixth round of talks between Iran and the US when it comes to nuclear on Sunday. That's now been stopped, but there are some suggestions that President Trump would still want Steve Witkoff, his Middle East envoy, and the Vice-President JD Vance to be involved in those talks. And speaking of the Vice President, JD Vance, he's put out a very long post on X in which he has outlined the concerns that the Trump administration has, but he's also referred to, just if I can just pick out the bit that he says, of course, people are right to be worried about foreign entanglement after the last 25 years of idiotic foreign policy. And that's obviously speaking or appealing to the base that voted for Trump and millions of others on his No Wars platform. But what does this mean going forward? I don't think we're any clearer on what the US plans to do next when it comes to what's happening in Iran.
Let's cross to the G7 and to James. And of course, Donald Trump left that gathering early. In terms of all of those other issues that the gathering wanted to discuss, whether it was tariffs and trade, whether it was the Middle East directly with Donald Trump or President Zelensky on Ukraine, give me a sense of the mood where you are.
Well, this is like a birthday party where the birthday party boy has